Stacy just woke up. Well, I was up at 6, stayed up, watched the end of a movie I watched yesterday because my internet went. I watched the Marmaduke, which was cute. I mean, it's not like great classic or anything, but it was cute. And then I read for a while, and I slept. Lately, sleeping is, I can sleep and on and off. Hi there. I just got done making myself some breakfast, which is this Fruit-a-Palooza. I have a golden kiwi and a regular kiwi, and on the bottom there's a little mango, and there's a pear, a couple pluots. So yeah, I was trying to, we have left in our refrigerator fruit-wise, well, our cherries we bought yesterday, but we have 1 pear and 3 plums left. I'd had it in the drawer forever. I had to use it before it went bad. I would have felt bad if the fruit was bad. But what are you doing? Come here. Hey, shoo. My hair is jacked, but I don't care. In the paper yesterday, I'm going to read you a little something called An Uncommon Reunion. It was an article written. Ralph Wilkes is having a few old buddies over to his house this weekend. Normally, such a gathering wouldn't be a big deal, but this particular reunion is a little beyond the ordinary, considering that the group first got to know one another as members of Charlie Company, 3rd Battalion, 22nd Infantry. They were all in Vietnam together. It's our brotherhood, Wilkes said. These are the guys who had each other's backs. The gathering at his residence with his wife Anita, she's very sweet, would be larger had Danny Scott of Fort Worth, Texas, not taken a bullet in the chest during a patrol near the Cambodian border on January 7, 1969. But had Scott, Wilkes' best friend at the time, not been in the line of fire, Wilkes would have suffered the same fate. Yes, we'll have a toast to Danny, Wilkes said. I already know what I'm going to say. At the same encounter, another soldier became separated in confusion and was captured. Wilkes says he can't recall his name, but he's still on the prisoners of war list to this day. He was never found. All those invited to the reunion were engaged in that battle that resulted in a number of casualties, and for Wilkes a Purple Heart and Bronze Star featuring what's known as a V for valor. The accompanying citations states that wounded soldiers were lying in an exposed position and that Wilkes moved to a forward position. He said his weapon of choice that day was hand grenades. He had a knack, he said, for tossing them far and on target. I peeled off 4 or 5 of them. I never saw the Viet Cong, but after I threw the grenades, I could hear them talking. I didn't know what they were saying, but I figured it must have been, let's get the hell out of here, he said. They moved out. As for the wound that led to his Purple Heart, he said a piece of shrapnel pierced his right hand. With the fight in full pitch, he didn't notice the injury. Adrenaline, and you're just not thinking about nothing. He only served, Wilkes served just 1 6-month tour of duty in Vietnam because his brother Tom was killed in a car accident at the age of 21, and Ralph's dad put in a request to have a compassionate reassignment for Ralph. So he completed the rest of his active duty working in an Army print shop in Fort Sheridan in Illinois. Because if you're the only one left to carry on your family name, they will try to keep you out of harm's way. Like many Vietnam veterans, he didn't choose to talk about the war when he returned stateside. He also shunned reunions until the Vietnam Wall was erected in Washington, D.C., and he traveled there in 1999 to find Scott's name. He also met briefly that day with Nelson Matos, one of his friends from Company C, who makes his home in Pennsylvania. It was an out-of-the-blue telephone call 4 years ago. from Joe Piazza, another Company C veteran living in Brooklyn, that started the ball rolling on this weekend's reunion. And his wife Anita urged him. So now this last weekend he's had, he hosted 4 couples and a single. There's 2 of them he's not seen since Vietnam. 4 of them he has. He's hosting 5 couples and a single. So he's been talking about this for ages. He's so excited. Dad talked to him like a week or so ago, and he's like, I'm buying whatever they want. Whatever they want to eat, I'm buying whatever they need. Because he has a big house and they're all staying with him. And he was so excited. And here he is on the front page. Oops. Oh, it's not light in here, sucks. Hang on. That's Ralph. With his Purple Heart and his Medal of Honor. Or Bronze Star, or whatever. Oh, man. Go back to manual. But yeah. God, he's been looking forward to this so much. He also spent some days in the jungle by himself because he got, they got ambushed, and he was luckily found by another battalion. But spending 2 days in the middle of the jungle surrounded by Viet Cong has to be scary. Yeah, I've known Ralphie since I was a kid. He's a good dude. He loves to make hay. He is a hay-making fool. It's his passion. His passion. What else can I talk about? I told Dad I thought it would have been really cool if their weekend reunion had been coincided with when the Vietnam Wall was here. They could have all gone over together and found their friend's name on the wall. But I guess the planning for this weekend had been started way before the wall decided to come. What else am I going to talk about? It's Sunday, about 11 o'clock in the morning. Let's have a bite of golden kiwi, shall we? It is really good. I think I might like the golden better than the regular. It's not as fuzzy at all. It's just when you peel them, they're really good. Kitty, where are you? Kitty, kitty, where you at? Kitty, kitty, where were you on the shelf? Did I just not see that you were on the shelf? What were you doing? Were you being bad? I think she was on the shelf. Was she? Because I wasn't watching. I'm going to have to play this back and see what you were doing. Were you being bad? You're sneaky. Yeah, sure sneaky. Alright, I'm going to go. I might load another movie and watch a movie this morning while I eat my fruit. Or go check out videos on the YouTubers. I just feel tired today. Maybe I'll perk up. I just woke up, so I'm still kind of in that zombie land. Yeah, that's me right now. Okay, bye.